Hello, welcome to another Dumaguete IELTS speaking improvement lesson. This is another part 2. Today's topic is describe an interesting part of your country. I'm going to describe somewhere in the UK. As you can see from the photos, you probably wouldn't know it's in the UK, but it is in the UK. You should say where it is, how you know about it, what it is famous for, why it is interesting. Again, preparing notes. The Scottish Highlands in Scotland, my chosen topic. Famous for mountains and hiking. Ben Nevis is its highest point. It's the highest mountain in England. Oh, not in England, in the UK, sorry. Why? Scenery, views, peace, peaceful. The peace. And when we say peace and quiet, we often say the peace, but we mean it is peaceful. And of course, hiking. Okay, so when you look at vocabulary related to your topic, I've made a general title here, Interesting Places, but now you know I'm going to talk about hiking and outdoor mountains. My vocabulary is going to be related to whatever I talk about. So your vocabulary is going to be related to whatever you decide to talk about. So again, stop the video to review this vocabulary. If you're going to talk about something related to walking or hiking, holidays, etc. So travel, peace, holidays, hiking, a getaway, a break, views, walking, peaks, to savor. So check those, the descriptions are already there, but if you're not sure, check them out again to make sure you fully understand. And let's continue. I'm going to talk about one of the most beautiful spots in the UK. The region is known as the Scottish Highlands. As the name suggests, it is in Scotland. It's known throughout the country by hikers and outdoor people who love to visit it regularly. The most famous part of the Highlands is the mountain named Ben Nevis, which, coincidentally, is the highest peak in the country. The mountain is famous as a part of the Three Peaks Challenge, which is to hike to the top of the 3 highest mountains in the UK in 24 hours. Hiking to the peak is worth doing as the views at the top are amazing. When you arrive, you want to spend some time savouring the scenery and the landscape below. It's also popular for people for weekend getaway breaks to escape from the drudgery of work and enjoy the peace and tranquility the region offers. The most interesting aspect of it is that there used to be a famous fort below named Fort William, which is a part of Scottish history. I recommend visiting the area if you are ever in the UK. So as you can see, all my color-coded things, they point out the things that I should be highlighting in my talk. So each color references each thing. We won't look at it now. You can look at it while you review the video. So take your time and see which points are associated with which of these points there. Okay. So that's the end. Again, remember, one of the most important things in part 2 is to describe things well. If you're going to talk about something, describe it well. If you're describing a place, try and describe a place. If it's the place you're describing or what you did there, describe either one, the actions, the things you did, and combine it with what you saw, what you can see. If you're describing a building or something like that, which is quite a common question in part 2, then use lots of good adjectives. So this is where your vocabulary skills will come in. So make sure, don't just think about talking about the topic. When you're preparing, think about the vocabulary that you can use with that topic. And again, you don't have to talk about a real activity. You can make one up. But as long as when you're talking, you provide the detail and make it into something that the examiner can follow and can understand quite easily. Okay, so please subscribe and good luck and keep practicing.